how this movement started because I love the story. It's so interesting. You have Jamie Lee Curtis, who wrote the foreword to your book, has been a big hype woman herself. How did it happen for those who don't know?
Yeah. It's it's one of those situations where it looks like something happened overnight. It looked like it was a post that like changed everything. And what tends to not be seen as it is for many people who have been working hard towards something their entire lives is all of the like behind the scenes quiet building failing efforts that took place to create an environment that allowed that post that I wrote to then go viral and have the impact that it did to get the
Mhm.
attention of Jamie Lee Curtis and to have her say, "Hey, more than me just reposting this, I'm in. How do you want to work with me to amplify this?" So, the work started years before my hype women, my unabashed hype women post. But it really, I think, what the turning point for me, the inflection point was turning 40. Because when I turned 40, I had this phrase that kept coming to me: I will no longer abandon myself in service to others. And it really just kept showing up in my brain, in my conscious thoughts and my unconscious thoughts until I paid it the respect it was due. It was really this sort of calling from inside of me, that we go back to the movie
Mhm.
Scream from our like younger days, like the call's coming from inside the house. It's like, yeah, the call coming from inside of my fucking body was, what are you doing? How much longer are you going to do this? You're 40 years old, you're a mother of two, you're a co-founder, and you still don't believe that you are fucking worth it. You're still letting other people tell you what your value is. And you're letting them tell you that your value is less than what it is. And so I just decided to look at the lot of my life and to start asking questions about whether or not it was still working. And so, was the company that I co founded, was it still what I thought it was? Were the people that I co founded it with people that I wanted to continue to work with? Were the relationships that I had in my family, where I really was bringing traditions along with me that I didn't even question whether or not I wanted, were those still working? How about my relationship with my husband in our marriage that had transformed over a decade? And friendships. And so I started to look around and say, is it still working? And it wasn't in almost every single capacity, some to bigger degrees than others. But so much wasn't working. And so I said to myself, I've got to start making different choices and I can't do it alone. And so this idea of hype women, of unabashed hype women, of women who actually are there for you, not just when you win, at the
Mhm.
end of it, when you have done all of the hard work and you are struggling, but who are actually a part of getting you to that goal. If we did that for each other instead of tearing each other down, instead of being jealous and then talking shit, what could happen for each of us if we were doing the inner work, but we were also supporting another woman in doing her inner work? That really came out of me when I saw this image of Jamie Lee Curtis
Mhm.
celebrating Michelle Yeoh. It was the Golden Globes, and Michelle Yeoh had just been announced as the winner for Best Actress for her lead role in Everything Everywhere All at Once. And the image that I saw was this Jamie like arms outstretched screaming, and then Michelle with her head in her hands. And when you have no context, you think, oh my God, Jamie
Mhm.
won something, and maybe Michelle's even upset, right? But what we
Right.
come to learn is that Michelle was in shock because she had not only never won anything for her more than 40-year storied career as a working actor,
Mhm.
she had never been nominated before. And so Jamie was so viscerally elated by this
Mhm.
acknowledgement that was overdue and deserved of her friend that she celebrated Michelle's win as if it were her own. And so that's what I wanted to call out. That's what I wanted to recognize. That's what I wanted women to start to think about and to find inside of themselves is how do you celebrate another woman's win as if it's your own versus seeing her as a, seeing her as competition, seeing her
Competition.